Welcome, guys, to our first episode of
The Couch Talk. Brought to you by The Double Standard.
Welcome to part one of episode one. Oh, part two.
Part two
Okay.
of episode one.
There we go. Yes.
Of The Couch.
The couch.
Discussions.
Yes.
Next discussion.
Bridgerton. Guys.
Hate it! Hate it! We saw all the stuff on Instagram.
Guys.
Why?
What are we doing?
What is this?
Guys, what are we doing?
We really falling for this.
Are we doing this?
We really falling for
Guys,
this.
this is not Pride and Prejudice. We cannot have a make-believe... We cannot have a make-believe 1800 story with,
what is
with
that?
us, with people of color in it. I'm sorry, but no. Whoever wrote this, I don't know if it was Shonda Rhimes or Ava DuVernay. You guys are prestigious. We love you, but this is going to be a no for me.
This is some ass told by ginger type ish right here.
Someone once told me the grass was much greener. It's not greener on the other side, and definitely not then. We were not in those type.
We
films.
weren't in those
I
conversations.
Can accept some Pride and Prejudice or Jane Austen type film, movie, book, because that was told back then in them times when we got to be realistic with history. We cannot alternate what history was. We have to accept it.
Yeah.
And we have to be true about it, guys. Y'all, these TikTok videos and these Instagram videos of the first time I watched Bridgerton, second time I watched Bridgerton. First of all, where'd y'all get those outfits from?
Ever.
Where the hell did y'all get those outfits from?
Come on now.
Huh?
No.
Y'all just had them outfits in your closet.
That's old.
Where y'all get them from?
Grandma's pantaloons and stuff.
Grandma's pantaloons. Bridgerton is just not...
It's not it. It's not it.
I'm not falling for it.
Because, honestly, guys, think about it. Okay, I don't know what even time period this is set in. It's that
definitely when they didn't have cars.
Why?
They had the printing press at this point. Okay, let's just go ahead and set
the scene for this. Carriages and ish. Was this before or after America? That's what a lot of people want to know in the back.
Salt and pepper. And
you trading spices.
They had a tax on sugar. That's the time period.
Bruh, what black boy, mixed child, whatever he wants to be, is dating somebody's white daughter, Scandinavian blood daughter from the mountains of Caucasus daughter, and be in a royal court? Everything's cool. Nobody's worried about it. The queen or head chick in charge is orange or black or mixed. What is that? Like, what is she? I was like, it's like the Michelin Man has colors. Like, I don't understand. Like, what is this? Like, what is Bridgerton? Because they tried this stuff, because we talked about this. There's a show on Netflix, I can't remember what it's called, but it was about, like, Mary Queen of Scots. I can't remember what it's called, but it's on Netflix, and it's a whole TV show, and it's about, like, Mary Queen of Scots and how she married the Prince of France and all this stuff to create that alliance in order to, like, align the two countries so that, they had backing war-wise and all this stuff. You already know. It's that historical marrying for alliances versus love type situation. But in that, they were playing Three Doors Down in that show. They were playing all this Shawn Mendes music randomly. When they dance, they're supposed to be dancing to somebody plinking and plunking on a harpsichord. Meanwhile, they dancing to, like, Fall Out Boys, me and you standing in a honeymoon. Like, this is almost as worse as that is. Like, guys, no. Bridgerton, no. Like, no. Like, this ain't no prove us wrong. This ain't no just give us a perspective on how this could be better. I'm pretty sure me and Teddy are out. Like, we're both out on this.
We are out. Did you know that Julie Andrews, the Sound of Music lady, She's the voice of Lady Whistledown, the author of the scandalous newsletter, the basically the Wendy Williams. All right,
of course, and that's righteously what this is. Like, you got Wendy Williams in Castle Time, and she's giving the tea of, hey, like, this girl is, she's risen up to third in the pecking order of possible suit. Like, bruh, come on. Is this what we're watching? This is really what we're watching? I'm so glad Dave Chappelle got Chappelle's Show back on Netflix, because I can't. I cannot. This is not it. We've given all of an episode to this, and it's awful. Like, normally, I'm going to put a disclaimer on myself. I don't know about Teddy. She can speak for herself. But normally for me, I'll watch maybe 2 episodes and give, especially if the show is popular, I'll give it 2 episodes. If the show is just like something I found on my own, I'll give it 1 episode, and that's just on me. But, like, if it's popular, I'll give it 2 episodes, because I'm like, maybe it's something I didn't get in the first episode. Maybe the second episode will help me out.
I'm sorry, what did we get in the 1800s, the 1900s?
We
were still farming or slaves?
We were basically slaves at this point.
We accepted Pride and Prejudice, and now it's like, oh my God, what if around this time we're in the society, and we cannot go back like that, y'all.
So you telling me
we can't go back, guys? I'm sorry.
So you telling me there's like black dukes walking around, y'all? It's just black dukes walking around,
guys.
Like, politely with every, like, come on, bro, like. Not even being on no racial issues. This is a time period.
It is a time.
Like, this is no.
History told us.
Like, this is
that we're not in that type of society.
I'm pretty sure bro would have been working in the house. Not gonna lie. But dancing with the shawty, no. I highly doubt. And even up north, that wouldn't have been the case. So it's like, on an even European level, they accepted us, but it wasn't on we're a part of the court. Like, we actually have a say. I wonder what Lady Rumsfeld thinks. Like ain't nobody checking for.
Sorry, guys, we can't do reverse psychology.
I can't. No revisionist history. No, none of that stuff. It's just nonsense.
It is.
It's also nonsense.
I'm gonna say. So I did see it was Ava DuVernay who did write this, and
we still got respect, but Shawty, no.
We have respect, but this is not
Shawty,
it.
no. This ain't
not
it.
it.
You make your bag, we happy for you, but Shawty, no. This ain't it.
And they're already calling for a season 2.
I just cannot. You want to know what should have a season 2? Bollywood Housewives. That should have a season 2.
Okay, that's a different discussion.
Yeah, we gonna talk about it though.
I second that.
But it's amazing. It's the best housewife show ever.
Really?
Everybody's doing something. Yeah. It's not just about drama. Like, yes. The only drama they had was a misunderstanding over brunch. And it lasted an episode. You want to know what happened after? They got their bag. It's what happened after. Like, it's what we trying to say. Maybe it's a American housewife show versus.
Do you know what upsets me about Bridgerton? Is the fact that they could have cast Bridgerton in today's time period.
Yeah.
They didn't have to go back to the 1900s.
I would have loved it.
They could have cast it today, because you guys casting it back then and make believing that we were a part of society like that.
Yeah.
And then also adding music of today's time to kind of make it,
it's not helping with reparations.
It's not helping. It's not helping. It's not helping with reparations at all.
They're gonna call back on Bridgerton in the Senate.
It could have been today's time, and you still could have been playing Ariana Grande's songs and whatever other songs.
It would have been fine. They did this already. I told you about the show.
It would have still been banging. It would have still been banging.
I swear I wish I could remember the name of that show. Like, yeah. But anyway. Are we good with Bridgerton? Because, like...
That's all I had to say about Bridgerton. And anyone else who feels the same way, go ahead and comment. Those of you guys that don't...
We know you want to say it.
Those of you guys that don't, what is your perspective? What do you guys see that we're not seeing?
What do you like about this?
That's the question. What do you like about this
Because
show?
I like none of it. And I'm trying to find... Because normally I find a reason to like something.
Right.
Like, oh, the costumes are good. Oh, the story's kind of neat. Oh, the atmosphere seems interesting. Like, it's something about it that makes me feel like, oh, this could possibly be worth watching.
I have a question for you.
Sure.
Do you feel like they could have played it to where instead of it being a white girl casted, it was a black girl casted, and then it was a white guy who was like, in a higher society, whatever he was going to be.
That's old Hollywood's way of doing it.
Oh, okay.
That's
gotcha.
old Hollywood's way of doing it. Because the fact that they did a black guy, I was shocked. Because I totally thought it was going to be a white guy and a black girl. Because, white guys on top. It's... Of course the guy is white, and that's not on anything racial or anything like that. Look at all those movies that had a black, leading actress who was the leading actor. A white guy. It's just the way old Hollywood worked, where they kind of got more into it in the late 90s and early 2000s, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
And then them starting to use Halle Berry in things and stuff, in the early 2000s, in the 90s and stuff like that. It's kind of mixing in and kind of mix matching to see if it works. Because they did it with Whitney and I can't remember what's the name of that
Kevin
movie.
Costner.
And Kevin Costner in that
movie.
In The Bodyguard. That's the movie. They totally did that. And that was in what? The 90s?
That was in the 90s.
That was in the 90s? Early 90s?
Late 90s maybe?
Anyway. But yeah, that you can see it back then. So I'm not trying to, be racial or anything about the situation. It's very refreshing.
Oh, early 90s, 92.
That's what I thought. It's very refreshing that the fact that the black guy and the white girl, I totally think they're playing him as mixed in this.
I think they're playing him as
mixed.
They're
playing him as mixed because there's no way. There's no way. I just, I've watched enough movies and I've been around enough places to kind of figure things out at this point. And it's kind of the way it is. But that's not the reason why I don't like it. I just don't like it for the simple fact that, guys, in any history year, you can look it up. Where are we? Where are we? Black people.
My thing is we're progressing now.
We're progressing now. I would love to see. Yes.
Why not cast it in this time period where it would make more sense for us to be in that sort of situation than for it to be back in the 1900s?
Yeah. Well, 1800s.
1800s?
Yeah.
Bridgerton?
Was it? Where were they shooting? Because there's no way they're shooting for the 1900s unless like 1900s in England. Maybe? What? Maybe. In England, maybe, but it's just 1800s in anywhere else. Because we were still being sold in Portugal at this point.
It's supposed to be in the early 1800s.
That's what I thought. That's what I thought. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's what I was figuring. That the early 1800s.
That's a good point. That's a good point. But guys, no. That's going to be a no for me. No for me, cuz.
So, guys, just make sure you again, this is a conversation that we're not hearing. So we wanted to touch base on because these are things that we're kind of watching now, and we would love to hear you guys' feedback.
It's trash. If you
make sure that, but if you don't think it's trash, go ahead and tell us why. Have a conversation with us. We're not trying to come off ignorant or we're honestly
confused about this whole situation.
We are, and we want to see
the appeal of it. We don't get it.
Yes. So tell us your appeal. Make sure that you go ahead and comment and subscribe, but definitely comment. If you don't want to subscribe because you don't like what you hear, that's fine.
That's fine.
If you want to comment, go ahead and comment, and we will see you guys on the next episode of The Couch.
Bye, guys.